So what is it like for an autistic or ADHD neurodivergent person to have to explain themselves to a new doctor or a new therapist?
I like to find a doctor and then keep them forever if I can, but I know that's not always. And it's funny because my pediatrician, I remember seeing him after I was 18, simply because I didn't want to see another doctor. Actually, I remember seeing him for my first for the panic attacks that I was having. I know they were meltdowns, but first thing out of this man's mouth was like, "I don't understand why but you're really pretty, so I don't understand why you have a problem." You walk in knowing that that doctor is going to have certain preconceived ideas, especially if you're the one telling them that you have certain diagnoses. The doctor I have now, though, is great, and I feel very thankful to have found him because it's like walking in and just being like, yeah, this is what's going on with me. You don't know if they're going to say, oh, well, you know, everybody's got a little bit of autism, or you look fine to me.
Yeah.
Or like with the ADHD stuff, like you start to wonder if they're gonna like think you're just out here to get meds,
Hmm.
and it's like I just want to be able to live my life effectively. Therapists, I do a lot of research ahead of time. First visit is like I have to prepare a good week, take some notes,
Hmm.
write down things I know I'm gonna forget because I'm like freaking out. I'm shaking like thinking about it. Um,
Hold your hand out.
because it's like um, it's nerve wracking. You get into that room, it's like, okay, well, you gotta wait for the doctor, to
Wow.
call your name, and the whole time you're sitting in the waiting room, you're just like a nervous wreck, and then you finally get back there. Imposter syndrome that can go along with some things. There's fear that there are certain diagnoses, and maybe it's not anything like neurodivergent. Maybe it's something like POTS or EDS,
Hmm.
things like that. That
Hmm.
there's some like practitioners out there that are like, I don't know. It's not that they don't believe in it, but they don't believe you
Yeah.
have it. Having like worked in healthcare, it's like I get insurance doesn't want to pay for things. I think patients know their bodies,
Yes.
and so like I feel like and their brains for the most part. I mean, we
Hmm.
may not understand why or how, but like we tend to
Yeah.
think when we know something's wrong, I feel like we know something's wrong, and so.
Hmm.
But I don't think you should ever let a doctor feel like they have more power than you because they don't.
Good point.
But I learned that as a nurse,
Right.
getting mad at enough doctors.
Yes.
Not all of them. Some of them are great, but
Right. Follow us. We don't know where we're going.